If you have a significant amount of weight to lose, then this episode's going to be for you. It's a message that I feel like you need to hear and just be reminded of and hopefully encouraged. All right, let's do it. Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentor and coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. I believe as a woman that so much of how we feel about ourselves is wrapped up in our physical appearance and our attraction. And, we hear a lot of times that men are visual creatures. And so I think a lot of it stems from that. And then you have social media, movies, TV shows, magazines, all the things. And they're feeding us these images that may not be a reflection of what we look like. And I will say that things have gotten better. I see nowadays so many more body types and ethnicities and diversities being represented in media than what it used to be like. Even still, though, I don't think we're 100% there. And so even with all of that and all of the images and things being served to us, we have to get to a place where we love ourselves just as we are. By loving ourselves just as we are, we can love ourselves better and love ourselves enough to want to be better and get healthier and get stronger. So when I started my weight loss journey this time, I was 333.6 pounds. My highest weight that I remember being was 345. Honestly, I think I had gotten over that, but I just wasn't weighing myself anymore because I just didn't care at that point and I didn't want to see the number. But that's just the number on the scale. That's how much I weighed. And I know that some people can't believe that I'm so willing to put my numbers out there. But that was like the first thing I just had to really realize, like, this is where I am. And I have to recognize that and be okay with that in order to move forward. And I know some people were actually appalled at the fact that I weighed so much. And some of you may have even been embarrassed because your number was bigger than mine. And by the way, don't be. But let's get real. It's no secret. I've put it out there and I realized one day people can see that I'm overweight, or actually I was obese and still am, but people can actually see me in real life so they can see that I'm obese. So I'm not fooling anybody. And is it great? No. But am I doing something about it? Yes, I am. And this isn't really about what I'm doing about it. So what this episode is really about is the fact that I used to let my size define me. I used to be skinny growing up. Life happened to me. If you listen to the other episode, How Did I Get So Fat? I really go into detail there, but things happen. I gained weight and a lot of weight and then even more weight. That's not the sad part though. The sad part is the fact that I started hiding behind my weight and I lost myself in it. Like I said, I let it define me. I started to let my weight determine my worth. But here's something I realized a couple years ago, and I want you to understand. 345, that number, the highest weight that I had gotten to, that number is a measure of my weight. It's not a measure of my worth. And I need you to hear that again, friend. Your weight is not a measure of your worth. God isn't looking at the scale. He sees that beautiful person that He created. He sees your heart and He sees the person He's called you to be. And He loves you just as you are, right where you are. And He wants you to love yourself too. And yes, you and I probably need to lose weight for health reasons. Yes, we want to have more energy. Yes, we want to be comfortable in certain situations and, to be honest, in certain chairs. But the weight we carry physically doesn't need to weigh us down mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. God loves us unconditionally, but what's really cool about it is that He knows that as we love Him and we grow closer to Him, and that as we grow in our walk with Him and we let Him lead us, that we'll want to be the best versions of ourselves for Him. and that then will be transformed in spirit, in mind, and then eventually in our bodies. But that transformation, friend, has to begin with you realizing who and whose you are. You are royal. You're the daughter of a king. You are beautiful. And the amount that you weigh cannot compare to the amount that you're worth. And I want you to remember that. And if you have a friend that needs to hear that today, could you please share this episode with them? I appreciate that, and I thank you in advance. I pray that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.